Hello there, it's Simone. Thank you so much for joining me today for another video. I'm so glad you're here. This is part 3 of a 3-part creative journal update that I have filmed. So if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, they are not necessarily needed to understand what I'm using right now. But if you want to know the evolution, then I will put them in the description box below and you can watch those as well. This is what I am currently using. I am housing my creative journal in a Hobonichi cover where I cut out the pen loops because they do not excite me and they are not, I don't like them. So I just cut off, used a seam ripper to cut off the stitching and then gently pull out the loop. And then I used double-sided tape to stick down the opening here, and it works really well. It's barely noticeable. Only when I know what I'm looking for will I see it. Before I had it for quite a while in a September leather cover that I purchased through Amazon. I will link that in the description below, and I think I have a video where I show that, so I'll share that with you as well. And what I have in this cover is my 2 notebooks. This is my creative journal and this is my writing journal. I have separated the 2 things from each other because I felt like I'm not in a writing mode. Often I'm not in a writing mode at the same time as I am when I'm in a creative mode. And so I separated the writing, the long form writing, from the creative journal in order to give me what I need at any given time. This is a Tomoe River paper insert that I made myself from a insert from Paper Penguin Co. It has grid paper, and the only decoration that I add here, which is not representative of the whole notebook, sometimes it's just a simple washi strip, but when I have the time and when I have the ephemera, then I also love to make clusters. It just makes writing more fun, but it isn't necessary for the writing experience. I write here whenever I feel like it. I don't have to write daily. I just, whenever I think I want to write something down, then I do. And it works really well. I started this on November 26th. I have one that I used before that I started on August 21st and I ended on November 24th. I started this creative journal in December, I think on December 1st, to document my 12 days. No, well, I actually documented it later. I did not start it on December 1st because the 12 days of Christmas happened some other time. So here's December 15th. So yeah, in the middle of December, I started this. I made this myself as well. I used various different papers. This is a print for a pocket pages in a ring planner that I didn't use. This is from a coloring book, from a German coloring book. This is a mixed media paper, some thin scrapbooking paper, an envelope, tiny technical drawing paper. This is, I don't even know where this is from, but it's obviously ripped out of a bound, coil bound book. This is a brown paperback. And this is a drawing book as well. Then there is some papers from a notebook, I assume. And so this is the middle, so that's exactly what you see on the front. And then I used some scrapbooking paper and made a cover for this. All of this is my own art, and I decided to use this to decorate the cover. I was very, very tempted to abandon this notebook after I had made this page because I absolutely did not like the way it turned out. And I currently have a really hard time using this, and I am not sure if it is the expectation again that I have for myself, or if it's the different papers that make it hard to write in it. But I will flip through this and share it with you, and then we can talk about what is wrong. Nothing is wrong, but it's just not as easy to work in this than to work in here. And I'm trying to figure out what exactly that is. So I documented the 12 days of Christmas, and for some reason I decided to draw what we got some of the days, and I really enjoyed doing that. There's one drawing here, one is here. We got a stamp, so I stamped it down here. I added lots of flip outs here. Here's one of my favorite pens currently. And then I drew this ink pad. I added in some tip-ins, just a washi strip here. And then the thing is, these pages are all different sizes, so I put this here, and then I added some more. I printed this out and added it on here, so this is now flipping out. And then I stuck this on here, and I just used the envelope as a hinge. And then I cut out some pieces of a Extravagant Hope letter, some stickers, some washi here. And then here's a postcard that I added in, some Happy Mail items. And then I also started using watercolor and added some texture, which this I really love how this looks. I'm trying to draw more. Maybe that is a reason why I'm not in this as much as I would love to be. But I also have done NaCoWriMo for the past 28 days. So maybe the reason why I'm not creating in this as much is because I didn't have time. I cut out a B for Birkenstock. Then this is one of those papers, so I added this here. I used watercolor to add more color here. Then here is this, and there's very current events, Happy Mail, another one. Here I used this is also a hinge where I just used some random paper that I glued onto this page and onto this card, and so it was easy to flip out. It's even easier than washi, or works better than washi tape or tape from like clear tape. That's what I'm talking about. I'm really stuck on how to use or what to do with this. Maybe I want to write something here, I'm not sure. This is when I tried the format of now I don't even know what it's called, a planner in October, but I decided to cancel my order actually. So I just decided to stick that in here so that I can keep it safe. Then I have a note from a friend. There is another one of the Extravagant Hope, some collages from a friend. This is Gather the Good. I put down some good here. And very interestingly, I'm not using and working in this chronologically because some of the pages lend themselves better to various things than others, like this one. How am I using this? So I stuck down this for some maybe journaling. I'm not sure yet, so maybe there will be some ephemera clusters here. I stuck I stapled this note from Agnese in here. And then here is my birthday documentation, started but not finished. Yeah, these are random things that I would love to put in here. Didn't know what to do with this bookmark, so I just made this pocket here to pull it out and read sometime. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not finished yet. I'm not 100% sure this is working for me, even though I really love every page that I made. It's not flowing as easily as I had hoped. And I'm not sure, like now that I'm talking about it, maybe that's a good thing, because I need to use my brain more to make a spread and not just stick and plonk. But that's where I'm at. So I'm trying to figure out why this is not going as easily and as smoothly as this one. I'm determined, and I'm really excited to finish this at some point, and I think I will, because when I take the time and when I sit down and when I create, it's always enjoyable. But what I decided to do is I had another unfinished thick notebook, which was an MD A5 notebook, and so I decided to cut out the last signatures, which were 2, and make another notebook. And so this will be, there's already pages used on here. I'm curious to see how I'm gonna work that in, but these I will be using for my creative journal after this is done, and then I will see whether maybe I just need more of those pages, so maybe one of those and then a junky paper instead of tons of junk paper, and no like paper that feels like home, if that makes sense. Yeah, so every page here pushes me out of my comfort zone, and maybe I need comfort and discomfort, discomfort instead of discomfort all the time. And I think I'm at the end of this 3-part series. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know how your journaling journey is going. What I definitely have discovered over the past year and a half is that I don't think there will ever be a specific and static answer to the question, what creative journal is the best journal. All of this is fluid because my life changes, my preferences changes, my creativity is growing and also not. And so it's a flow state, and it's up and down and up and down. And I feel like I'm keeping talking and not knowing what I'm saying. So I'll leave you with that. And I hope you are doing well. If you're still here, then you are the reason why I make these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Until then, goodbye.